are wide open for a more holistic approach to education with a whole child orientation. There have been a ton of stakeholder interviews that have been conducted across principals, teachers, employers, high school students, district leaders, business leaders, and so forth, that all point to the same thing. And that is a more holistic approach to education is not only gaining great acceptance, but it is gaining great demand. CASEL conducted a survey of principals recently and found that 99% of school principals agree that SEL is teachable, and 83% believe that it's important for their school to promote it. I think that is a sign of progress, and one that I think is attributable to the work that many of you are doing in the field. 74% of teachers, according to a McGraw-Hill survey, say that they're dedicating more time to SEL than they did even back in 2013. The majority of high school kids believe that their schools will be safer, they will have less bullying, and they will do better academically when they are in places that are prioritizing a more holistic approach to education. The sort of put your money where your mouth is story. There is more funding and more federal support now than ever for this sort of work. This year, we have seen a huge bump in terms of federal funding for these initiatives. And lastly, in 2019 alone, 33 federal bills related to SEL were introduced, and 16 of those were passed. We are seeing the level of engagement and involvement ramp up in terms of who is engaged in those initiatives. We are seeing incredible interest come from the field. Last year, we co-created an event that was intended to help make available information about the science of learning and development, and all interested parties came together to learn about this work at the SEL Exchange. That conference sold out very quickly. We had 1,500 people attend the conference and had a wait list of over 1,000 people. This year, we're putting on a conference again. It is in October, and we already have 10,000 people who are signed up on the waiting list to receive information about the next conference. I think that that is certainly a sign of progress and demand from educators, from policymakers, from folks who are interested in communications work, from researchers, all coming together, embracing a more holistic view of child development. Our schools, districts, and states need more support. In terms of what is next, here's what we are hearing. We're hearing this from the states, we're hearing this from the districts, we're hearing this from the schools, we're hearing this from the communities. Equity is the top issue. It is the thing that we are really focused on, really trying to understand how social and emotional learning can be a lever towards more equitable learning environments for kids. And in our view, adult SEL, academic integration, youth voice, certainly civic engagement, school community family partnerships, workforce readiness, and assessment are all issues that are in need of deeper engagement, and hopefully the work that we all will do together as a group of people who all care about the same thing can address going forward.